We've been giving this a go for a year, but it's time to take a pause and focus on the priority, which is getting him better.
We're Jillian and Jeremy, full-time travelers who started our YouTube journey just as the pandemic shook the world. Despite this major setback, we made 2020 one of the best years of our lives, spending the second half of the year in Mexico and Brazil. The end of 2020 brought another major setback. Jeremy's declining health rendered him completely immobile starting in mid-November. For those who are new here, Jeremy has an incurable autoimmune disease called Hidradenitis Suppurativa, or HS for short. It's a terribly painful skin disease that at its worst makes moving and doing basic things impossible. The journey home from Brazil in December was less than ideal, but after 25 hours, we made it back to the States.
Welcome back to the channel.
Hello everybody, hope you guys are all doing well.
Happy spring.
Yeah, do you guys remember in one of our last videos where we said this?
We have international travel plans starting in May. They're firm, They're booked. We're assuming all is well. We're going. We're going.
Well, unfortunately, that's not the case. Doesn't look like we're gonna be going anywhere. In May, we were scheduled to go to Mexico, back to Progreso, and house sit for the same people we sat for last time, and we were so excited for it. But my health has definitely declined quite a bit, and after finding out some new lab work through my doctors, they highly suggested that I do not travel at all, probably this year. So we thought we were going. We're not going.
It is unfortunate, but look, I think we're masters at resilience. I think everyone watching is a master at resilience given what happened last year, and I'm just thankful to be able to be in really comfortable surroundings, to take care of you, to make sure that no matter what, we don't completely get stressed out about these change of plans, you know? Yeah, we're really disappointed, and this is not what we planned for, but we know how to make the best of the situation that we're given, and that's just exactly what we're doing. Let's give you a little context as to what's been happening. So as you know, we returned from Brazil in mid-December, and Jeremy was in a really bad state, having not taken Humira, the drug that he was on for his autoimmune disease, for 4 months while we traveled abroad. You can watch this video if you'd like to see that story. But we couldn't get Humira. Once we returned back home, we were able to get Humira after basically a half of a month of waiting and insurance and all of that. And January 9th, he started Humira again. But since then...
Now it's April, and the Humira has done pretty much nothing. I think we were falsely excited in the very beginning when I had to take 2 really high doses at the same time to start back up, because days after that, some things started to improve. But that was it. Nothing else improved beyond that.
Can we pause for a second? I want to take this in case it's a pharmacy calling.
Okay.
Sorry.
But that was the extent of it. There was no more improvement after that.
Actually, it got worse.
It steadily got worse, steadily declined. Last week was actually the worst I've ever been in my life, the worst pain that I've ever been in my life.
It's terrible.
And so what seems to happen is when you go off of Humira, or it seems a lot of these these heavy drugs, when you go off of it for a certain time, your body develops antibodies to that medicine. So it seems like me going off of it for 4.5 months and then starting it, my body was fighting the drug, so it was no longer working for me. So after many doctor's visits,
gosh, we have a team.
We have a whole team: rheumatologists, dermatology, wound care, primary care, multiple doctors and nurses. I mean, it's been awesome. But after talking with the new dermatologist, he said, okay, let's stop Humira. It's not doing anything, which I'm happy to not get a needle in my stomach
Yeah.
every week. We were trying for Remicade and insurance denied the Remicade, but my awesome rheumatologist had a backup plan called Renflexis. So, and I've read that a lot of people are having huge success with Renflexis with people that are as bad as me. So I'm looking forward to that. I go to the center and get an IV put into my arm, and I sit there for 2.5 hours and just get the medicine I need. So excited to finally see the light at the end of the tunnel, and we can't wait to get back out into the world. In the meantime, you know, we're still gonna keep the channel alive. We did pause the Patreon because we just didn't feel like we were bringing enough content to the table for people that are paying.
I mean, thus far, we continually pumped out videos every Sunday, and we were really doing our best to scrape together anything that we had, whether it be reaction videos, aerial footage from trips that we took, but it just didn't feel right to continue to get Patreon donations for not producing new content. And we're not going on any adventures right now. This is what life looks like for Jeremy right now. And my life looks pretty boring too, you know, cooking, behind the computer, running around doing errands, taking care of him. That isn't something that feels like it's vlog worthy. It's just not good viewing material, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we are going to keep the channel alive, and there will be videos that will still be airing. There's too many things that we just have to worry about with my health and just our personal lives at the moment to really focus on trying to consistently put out a video every Sunday. But there will be videos that come along, and hopefully you guys are subscribed and have the notification bell clicked, so that way, you know, you guys get notified when we do put it out, because it's no longer going to be on a schedule where you could count on. I'm just excited to feel better, you guys. 5 months of this, you know, I was a creative person, outgoing, spontaneous, photographer, music maker, and I've done none of it. So
I think that it speaks to a lot about, and this has been learning for me, I'm blessed not to have had any chronic pain, and for the most part, I'm healthy as a horse. And so having seen Jeremy go through this has been heartbreaking in a lot of ways. And one of those ways is all of the creativity that makes him him, all the things he just mentioned to you, all of that has completely drained out of him when he's in such intense pain. I mean, if you can just imagine being in pain 24/7, and despite the fact that we can give him a pain pill, or, you know, he can do natural things, take baths and things like that, he's still in constant pain. I mean, we had to go today to the doctor, and just getting him downstairs into a vehicle is torturous. Going over any bump in the road, which would be normal for us, bouncing around in a car, is torture for him. And
I have to brace myself.
It's really, really terrible, it's painful, but we're so optimistic and hopeful that this new drug Jer mentioned is going to kick in. We've heard that sometimes it can be quite immediate results. We're so hoping that that's the case.
Oh, I can't wait.
Just to give him a quality of life back. And really that gets back to the why we're starting to be inconsistent with the channel is when you have the creative vision here who has no creative bone in his body right now because he's struggling just
inspiration.
Just to stay out of pain, it's time to pause and get him healthy and say, yep, we've been giving this a go for a year, but it's time to take a pause and focus on the priority, which is getting him better. And then once we can start to get his creativity back and go out and do things and produce content for you guys that we're proud of, that we're excited to do, even if it's content that's local to the United States, we're still looking forward to making the best out of our situation. And we have a lot of ideas in store. So like he said, make sure to keep your notifications on so you know when we do have videos come out, you'll be notified.
Yep, so that's the news. That's the life update and what's going on. It's both good news and bad news. I think it's more good news, actually. With my condition being so promising to get better. Wish we could be going to Mexico, wish we could see all of our friends down there. Would love to travel, but it will come sooner than later, it seems.
Everything happens for a reason. We both truly believe that. And so we are going to make the best of the situation that we're in. And we're so grateful for you over the past year for supporting us. Thinking about last year, it's been just over a year since we officially kicked off our YouTube journey. And though we would have never expected to be in the situation we're in, we're embracing it, and we just know and are thankful that you're there on the other end to support us as we go through the journey.
Thank you for all your support,
Thank
all
you.
the love, all the messages. It really means the world to me to hear from so many people and to get so many good wishes. And on that note, clearly, since I'm still in bed for the next couple weeks, hopefully it goes quicker, but clearly I can't go out and do a lot of cool things like you guys can do. So that means...
go create your own adventure.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace! Should we do that again?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you do that a little faster after I stop?
Yes.
That you can't do something.
I was going too fast. You said go faster, and then I was like...
I know, and
then I was like ready to go, and then I know you were still talking.
I know.
Sorry.
I went longer than I had planned. Okay.